This is indeed a blissful thing to be here under the blessings of Sri Sathya Sai and deliver something about a good person the world should admire for his qualities. I cannot resist from recording, first of all, my gratitude to the big heart, generous heart, gracious heart, the source of kindness for humanity, Ananda Kumar sir, for readily agreeing to organize this event in this college premises.
സത്യസായി ആർട്സ് ആൻഡ് സയൻസ് കോളേജ് ഇന്ന് മുതൽ ഒരു ഇൻ്റർനാഷണൽ കോളേജായി മാറുകയാണ്. എന്ന് വെച്ച് കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ എത്യോപ്യയിൽ നിന്നാണ് ആളുകൾ വന്നിരിക്കുന്നത്. ടുഡേ ദിസ് ഈസ് ഇൻഡീഡ് എ റിമാർക്കബിൾ ഒക്കേഷൻ ഫോർ അവർ കോളേജ് ടു അസോസിയേറ്റ് വിത്ത് ഫ്രണ്ട്സ് ഓഫ് എത്യോപ്യ ഇൻ ട്രിവാൻഡ്രം to host an event in memory of a deserving personality from Ethiopia. I thank friends of Ethiopia for extending such a privileged occasion for Sri Sathya Sai Arts and Science College.
I am very happy to be back in the Sai Gramam. And every time I come here, I always find a new institution. That is the kind of growth that Sai Gramam has achieved. And if there is one person responsible for this surprising development of a community, is Mr. Ananda Kumar. And I express my appreciation to him and my congratulations for every step that he has taken to make Sai Gramam a major institution. I am particularly happy that there is a new college in this campus. Last time when I came here, there was no college at all. And that is a major advancement. To see so many young men and women dressed so nicely and doing their college education is a sight to see. And I am very grateful that Sai Gramam has developed this institution, which will be where you should consider yourself lucky that you should be studying in an atmosphere like this, where there is no campus issues, hopefully, and it is following the spirit of the Sai brotherhood, and that ensures that your quality and your discipline will be excellent. So you must consider yourself lucky that you are here, and I am lucky that I am able to come and talk to you. Of course, there's a bit of a surprise for me when I heard that there was a group of friends of Ethiopia in Trivandrum. It was even more surprising that they were meeting to commemorate a former president of Ethiopia, who is a legendary figure in many ways in Ethiopian history. But I'm not surprised at all that Ethiopia is a country with which India has had very long tradition of relationship. You may be surprised to know that India-US relations go back to 2000 years, Ethiopia. Because Indian tradesmen went to the Ethiopian empire, which was not Ethiopia at that time, for trading. In BC, not even, before Christ, Indian traders used to go to Ethiopia.
Sai Ram, Namaste all of you. At first, let me thank the organizers for granting me such memorial occasion like this. I also thank Almighty for enabling me to cross over 6,000 kilometers and join this majestic audience. It is a great feeling to get invited to and witness one of my country's leaders, a memorial event happening in India, a land of profound hospitality, culture, and diversity. It must be a blessing in my life to be at a door of Sri Sathya bliss. It must be a divine destiny that I could speak on my beloved Gaashe in this incredible land of India. I want to make two statements, a qualifying statement in as far as Gaashe Girma as a leader of my country. Gaashe Girma was a unique leader who brought up uniqueness in leadership. He was simple, very close and transparent to the poor, to the poorest of the poor, to the farmers, and engaged in rehabilitating the desertified areas of my country. And he was my role model, and I stood on his foot and became an environmental activist I myself. And I called him Gaashe. That is my name. I gave it to him. I lived with him as a father, not only as a father, but as a protectorate of the whole people and the whole country, and the environment as well. So Gaashe was given by me, not by the community. Of course, the community have accepted and appreciated the affix before his name. Gaashe Girma, for Ethiopians, has never been a leader by chance. He was an elevation in life caused by honesty, effort, transparent life, and incessant determination and courage. Since childhood, Gaashe Girma's life was in life with these immemorial ideologies. Half born to a government servant who later became the governor of Amara region, Gaashe Girma's life was not through a bed of roses. His childhood was spent with cattle, herding them on unending expanses of grasslands. During his intervals, small Girma would lay on the ground and would gaze at the vultures that flew across the blue sky.
Ethiopia is the most intimate country for India in Africa. Ethiopia is not as big as Kenya or Tanzania or Nigeria, but for some reasons we have had this very close relationship. But it was the destiny of Mr. Shivakumar that has brought us all here together here today. He went to Ethiopia because his wife got a job there in the university, and he followed as a husband, and then he became a great friend of the president, and then he wrote a book on him, and so he has now become some kind of an Ethiopian ambassador to Kerala. This happens to many of us. When we go and live abroad, I lived in about 20 countries, you develop an affinity to these countries, and you get to know their culture, and you sometimes feel that there are several things that we can learn from these countries. We have some kind of a feeling that Africa is underdeveloped, impoverished, no development, etc., which is not true. If you go to many of these African countries, I lived in Kenya. We give assistance to Kenya, but Kenyan roads are 100% better than ours. They have better facilities, the better marketing, better abilities to trade. And so when you look at Africa as a whole, with which we had very close relationship, you may know that according to scientists, Africa and Asia were bound together. We were the same continent. But because of an earthquake, Africa moved away. And therefore there are a lot of things culturally very similar to Asia in Africa. That is one thing. Then a number of Indians have settled in many parts of Africa. Like Kenya, for example. Large number of Indians went to build the railroads in Kenya because UK, that is British government, ruled over both the countries, so they used to take people from India, and many of them have settled there.
I mostly thankful to one more thing. I missing that the Sai Gramam, this college, is equal to a small ICCR. I think about. Sai Gramam is protected that Indian students for giving tuition fee and other fee, whatever that, education free and food and accommodation is allotted by the Sai Gramam. Is ICCR is also is one of the same. They are protected by international students. I have no difference for Sai Gramam. It's protected by the students and ICCR protected by the international students.